here today. I'm Dr. Brian Ansu. I'm the chairman of the Mercer County Republicans. With the recent resignation of Mercer County Treasurer in the past Monday, under Illinois state law, the Mercer County Republican Party chairman will be bringing forth our nominee to fill this vacancy. Ms. Sandy Bull is the most qualified choice. She is currently the Aledo City Treasurer. Ms. Bull has experience and knowledge to proceed forward and implement the measures that were recommended by the forensic audit prior to this November's election. She has promised to work diligently before the newly elected treasurer takes office. Remember, state law requires that the appointee be a Republican, and there is no other Republican more worthy than this appointment than Ms. Bull. Mercer County has been operating without a treasurer for more than a year. Upon completion of the Phase 1 audit, or the forensic audit, in February of 2013, over a year and a half ago, there were several recommendations put forth in order to protect the Mercer County taxpayer against further corruption. However, more than a year and a half later now, none of these have been implemented, putting the Mercer County taxpayer at further risk. This cannot be tolerated any longer. In addition, Phase 2 and 3 of the audit need to be pursued and completed, guaranteeing that there has been no further theft. The deadline for the treasurer's position to be filled is September 25th. There will be 2 board meetings prior to this deadline. There is no excuse for not addressing this issue Tuesday at the next county board meeting. In doing so, we will be moving forward to implement these recommendations set forth by the accounting firm that performed our forensic audit. It is the moral duty of the Mercer County Board Chairman, Jeff McWhorter, to take action immediately, therefore protecting our citizens. It puts our citizens in our county above politics, and at this time I'd like to introduce Ms. Bull.
Thank you, Brian. I appreciate what you're doing and supporting me, along with all my other people that are supporting me. I do want to repeat again, I do have over 37 years financial and banking business. I've been in management for several years. Right now, I am the City of Aledo's treasurer. I oversee $7 million budget. I assist in their checks and balances, and I'm also sit in on their investment team. Taking this position, I am really gung-ho, and I want to get in there, and I want to make sure that the audit is done correctly and these things get done before the next county treasurer is elected. I have many things that I would like to do, but I go in there as very comfortable. Professional, very professional. I've learned that through the many years of my professionalism, and I go in there with no qualms or anything. I just want to go in there and help and get these things taken care of before the next county treasurer is elected. So I would really like to do that.
Thank you, Sandy. Also, I'd like to have Ted Pappas, our finance chair, go ahead and mention a few words regarding the financial audit.
Dr. Ansu, thank you. Sandy, it's great to see you. 37 years is a long time. Lots of battles during those 37 years and lots of scars, but good scars, knowledgeable scars. I just would like to reiterate a few things that Dr. Ansu already said. I'm very concerned as the Finance Committee Chairman that we received this forensic audit in February of 2013. My big concern is simply this. In order for these recommendations to be implemented, there needed to be 3 positions in place for this to happen. 1 is the treasurer, 2 is the deputy treasurer, and 3 is the county clerk. The recommendations were clearly based on responsibilities and separations of responsibilities. When we received this forensic audit, make no mistake, it was the original document and information in which we used in order to move forward the special prosecutor with the Mike Bertelsen situation. So this audit was not only important in bringing forth the material information that eventually led to Mike Bertelsen's plea where he admitted to this theft, but there were also 43 recommendations. And what's interesting, 8 of these recommendations were in the E911 account, 13 were in cash disbursements, 2 were for sheriff's sales, 9 were for cash as they come in with property taxes, 8 recommendations were cash and investments, 3 were journal entries, so a total of 43. It's my belief as the Finance Committee Chairman, without having a sitting treasurer, that most of these have not been able to be implemented. And I'm concerned that if we continue to delay and wait, my question is, to delay and wait for what? We now have the opportunity, we are bringing forth a qualified candidate, and there should be no further delays. Sandy Bull should be approved at this coming Tuesday's County Board meeting. I would like to also note that I have reached out to Chairman McWhorter on 3 occasions. I reached out earlier this week, and I told Jeff that I believe that we were putting together a nomination, that our chairman of our central committee was working hard, and that there was a good chance we were going to have a recommendation. Today, I sent an email to Jeff, and I'm not going to read the email, but it really outlines 4 things. Sandy's 37 years experience, the 43 audit recommendations, that the most of them have not been implemented, the fact that Sandy will be professional and nonpartisan and will build the team up, not tear the team down in the treasurer's office, and the 4th is this forensic audit. There's still work out there to be done. Whoever the next treasurer is, I ask myself, would I want to be the treasurer knowing that there could still be things out there undiscovered? The answer is absolutely not. I don't know what shape or size or scope this final forensic audit becomes, but I can tell you that I will continue to fight for that because it needs to be done. Thank you.